Hey everyone, welcome to today's session. Let me ask you this. Have you ever thought about how often we talk about things that happened before now? From sharing stories about yesterday's dinner to reminiscing about that vacation 2 years ago, we're diving into talking about the past today. Let's make it fun and easy to master, shall we? Let's start with our first keyword, yesterday. Think about it the day before today, when you were probably binge watching a series or enjoying your favorite meal. For example, I went to the park yesterday. Sounds simple, right? Here's the thing. Yesterday is your go-to-word for any recent event. Imagine chatting with a friend about a concert. You'd say, it was amazing yesterday. Now, try what did why you do yesterday. Let me know. Next up, ago. This word is like a time-traveling wizard taking you straight back to specific moments. For example, I visited my grandparents 2 weeks ago. Now, picture this. You're at a party, and someone asks, when did you start learning English? You confidently reply, 2 years ago. See how handy that is? Let's hear your example. What's something fun you did a while ago? Our next word is trip. Imagine packing your bags and heading to the mountains, the beach, or even Disneyland. A trip can be short and sweet, like we had a wonderful trip to the mountains last summer. Fun fact, in English, trip usually means a short journey, not the kind where you accidentally fall. So tell me, where was your last trip? City getaway or a countryside escape? Now let's add some spice with the phrase, I went to. It's a perfect way to talk about places you visited. For example, I went to the beach last weekend. Bonus points if you say it with a smile. It's versatile too. You could say, I traveled to I visited. Imagine saying, I went to Paris and ate 5 croissants in one morning. Your turn, where would you love to say? I went to. Here's another gem, I used to. This is your phrase for anything you did in the past but don't do anymore. For instance, I used to play soccer every weekend when I was younger. It's perfect for stories. Imagine saying, I used to sing in a band. Doesn't that sound cool? What about you? What's something you used to do that you don't anymore? Let's hear it. All right, time for a quick conversation example. Let's see how to use yesterday and used to naturally. Ready?
Hi, what did you do yesterday?
I went to the museum with my family. What about you?
I stayed home and watched a movie. Did you enjoy the trip?
Yes, it was really fun. I used to go there a lot when I was a kid.
That sounds nice. Maybe I'll go there next weekend.
You should. It's a great place to visit.
Now it's your turn. Pick a role. Are you the one who went to the museum or the one planning a trip? Share your version in the comments. Let's break down that conversation. First, notice how I went to is used to describe an activity. Then, I used to pops up to explain a past habit. Questions like what did you do yesterday? Invite simple, relatable answers. And don't forget, it's always polite to ask about the other person's experience. Now, imagine a similar conversation with a friend. What would you ask? Let's practice asking and answering some simple questions about yesterday. For instance, what did you do yesterday? You might say, I went to the park, or I stayed home and read a book. Easy, right? Now imagine your grandparents cooked a feast. What would you say? I visited my grandparents and had dinner with them. Try it. What did you do yesterday? Let's shift to trips. Ask someone, have you ever gone on a trip? Here's how you could answer, yes. I went to the mountains last summer. Or I traveled to Europe for a holiday last year. Think of your dream destination. How would you describe it? Maybe I took a trip to the beach will work perfectly. Now, over to you. Where would you like to go on your next trip? Here's what we've learned today. Use yesterday for recent events, and pair ago with the time frame to pinpoint moments in the past. Trip is your go-to word for short adventures. Well, I went to, and I used to, are superstars for describing experiences and habits. Keep practicing by creating sentences, asking questions, and sharing your stories. Who's ready to try these in real-life conversations? Time for practice. Share your answers in the comments. And let's keep the conversation going. Remember, practice makes progress.